Is your business ready for a fancy sales CRM? Now, I'm not sure, but what I can talk you through at least is my journey on building multi 8-figure sales teams and how their CRMs or lack thereof have progressed. So, like most business owners, my first sales CRM didn't exist. It was actually quite simple. I learned about it my freshman year of college when I was interning at an investment bank in the financial district of New York. I reported to a VP there, and every day I got to witness and be a part of this multi 9-figure organization's fancy sales CRM process. It was a stack of index cards. Yes, a literal stack of index cards. I would build lists of lawyers and doctors and accountants inside of a Google spreadsheet, and then I would hand dial them one by one, all 10 digits. And for context, this was in 2018. So I think technology was a little bit more advanced by then than this one by one dialing, but this is all I knew. And when I would connect with a somewhat qualified lead on the phone, boom, index card hits the table. I'm writing their name down. I'm writing their phone number down, and I'm starting to take the notes. If I got them qualified enough, I then pass them over to the VP. I'd hand the index card, and he would take the call from there. And that was our sales motion. So then the next day, I'd come back into the office and I would open up my filing cabinet and I would pull out my stack of index cards from the previous day or week or, whatever stack I'm working with at the time, really. And guess what that is? That's my warm leads. That's my list of warm leads that I can now go make a follow-up touch point on. I thought I was super innovative. I thought, I knew something that other people didn't know. It was like my thing and the VP. It was like our little thing together. We kind of like ran that motion. The other guys around us didn't do that. They might have had something better. I literally have no idea. I call through those hot leads. Someone wants to tear my head off and they say, stop calling me, never contact me again. No worries. You rip the index card up and I throw it away. Oh my gosh. That's my DNC. That's my do not contact list. I've got a way to disposition leads, at least the leads that don't want to talk to me anymore. I'm quite innovative. I thought this process was so good. I even took it to my next sales job down in Florida and used it for another 6 months there. I thought it was so good. I even showed it to other people down there at my next job, and they adopted the same strategies. We were using the company credit card to go to Staples and buy index cards because everyone was taking notes on them. So we do that for another 6 months at my new job, and we finally level up, baby, to a Google Sheets CRM. And I say level up because I think a Google Sheets CRM is seriously a great step in the right direction for building better systems and motions within your sales org. It seriously is. It's super free and everyone pretty much knows how to use it. You're going to be able to start finding stats like close rates and show up rates and contract value. You just have to do the basics. Just put it, I don't need to walk anyone through how to build a Google Sheets CRM right now. Maybe I'll build another video, but like if you just put name, email, phone number, notes, last contact date, you kind of already have a CRM that you scroll through it every day and you follow up with each person and you leave another note. Better than nothing. So if you get really fancy, you can even start dispositioning leads in there and having like a status column, right? And then you can build some tables on, what are the outcomes of these leads, and maybe you start logging your activity. How many phone calls did I make today? And you manually put in 12. And how many appointments did I have? And you manually put in the number 6. And you start doing all that, and you can start getting good data and insights. Similar to a Google Sheet, some teams like to build inside of a productivity tool like Monday or Asana. And to a lot of companies, this is going to feel like an upgrade from the Google Sheet or an upgrade from where they were before because it's really pretty and you can take better notes until you realize that like you lost all of the abilities to do all the cool calculations you were doing inside your Google Sheets that were giving you data and insights to drive decisions you were making within your business. Yeah, you can kind of start to automate stuff inside of there, but I still think a Google Sheets CRM is probably better. I keep saying Google Sheets because we're not talking about Microsoft Excel. If you're using Microsoft Excel, finally, after I just really grew up and I got some years under my belt in the sales industry, I got onto my first actual designed CRM. And it was Infusionsoft. And for those of you that know. For those of you that don't know. This was terrible. Why? Why was this terrible for me back in 2019? Because this is a tool, in my opinion, at least at that time, that was built for email contact management, not sales contact management. So there was no built-in dialing or SMS features or email features like for each specific profile with like a unified inbox and metrics and reporting around the sales stats. There was none of that. Now, with that being said, I'm not an Infusionsoft hater entirely. I think people that know commonly know that it's referred to as Confusionsoft because it's very confusing, but the people that do know how to leverage it, like a couple of my friends, get paid a lot of money because they have really good skill sets and they really know how to use the power of that specific tool. That tool, in my opinion, much like maybe ActiveCampaign or MailChimp, is just not built for a sales CRM and sales motions. I don't think that should really ever be an option that you take in your step to finding the right CRM. So after another confusing year on that platform, Infusionsoft, I got introduced to definitely one of my favorite companies in the whole wide world now, Close.com. And let me get this out of the way real quick. Little disclaimer, so people don't think this is some sort of Close.com ad. I don't care what sales CRM that you use. I don't even care if you use a sales CRM. I just like to use Close. Some competitors that I'll commonly talk about would be HubSpot, Go High Level, maybe sometimes Salesforce, etc. That's the kind of world that Close.com is in. So Close for me was the first tool where I actually got to be a sales rep that focused on actually selling, because all of my texting and emails and calls and templates were all in one place on one profile for one contact. That was like a freaking huge win for me without even considering all the other cool features that I would eventually be able to take advantage of, all the automations and reporting and, that stuff, right? Just being able to text people and call people and email people on one profile, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is worth all the money in the world to me right now. I had one unified inbox for everything compared to like the 800 messages that I have on my cell phone right now. Yeah, I've got 800 plus unread text messages, and I don't even use my phone as a CRM anymore. That's how bad I am with managing contacts on my own personal cell phone. Why do I have 800 unread text messages? That's because I'm super popular. Just kidding. It's totally like DoorDash confirmations and maybe like Uber receipts, cool stuff like that. So the point of this video isn't to show you how to take the same steps that I did or blaze the same trail that I blazed. The question to ask yourself really, and the point of this video is, do I need a CRM or do I not need a CRM? And to get the answer to that question, one more question, kind of a long, complicated one. I'm trying to find a better way to simplify it. But the question is my account set up? Are my systems set up to make me the most amount of money for the size and the speed of my business right now? What I mean by size and speed. If you're a real estate agent watching this right now and you need to sell one house this year and that's your goal, one house, it's probably going to take you talking to 20 people that need to buy a home on the high end to sell one home, right? You're going to sell one in the next year if you talk to 20 people. You don't need a CRM. You don't need a Google Sheet. You can use your cell phone and put people's contact information in, and then under the company line, write transaction or real estate. And then when you search that, you would find all your contacts specific to your real estate work. That system for that size, perfect, beautiful. It works. So is my account set up to make me the most amount of money right now with the current size and speed? And if the answer to that question is no, then you need to figure out, okay, what am I going to do about that? Now, if you're going to not use a CRM, I would at least recommend the Google Sheet. At a bare minimum, you'll thank yourself for taking the extra time to log information and take that time in your day and that motion so you can refer back to all your leads and contacts on where you left off, last communication date, current status, where are they in the deal stage, whatever. You can come up with the columns. That one's pretty straightforward. If you're going to use a sales CRM, you don't need to freak out about the complexities on how to develop it. Just get the basics down. Some people's CRMs are so super simple with just a few lead statuses. My first one was. Some people use CRM strictly for the unified inbox, and they don't care about all of the other gadgets and gizmos and features that it has, even though they're paying for them. Now, if that's you, that's okay, because as long as you're asking yourself, is my current account or my current process is set up to make the most amount of money for the current size and speed of my business, then you're good. Don't change anything about what you're doing. If you started on the spreadsheet route, great, it works. Like I said, super, super free. But if you now find yourself drowning in spreadsheets and that's gotten too big and you're struggling to manage your leads and their follow-ups, then it's probably time you consider upgrading to a CRM, or you can skip the Google Sheet adoption step in the first place. That's okay too. Like that real estate agent example, that person can just skip the Google Sheet. They can skip their personal cell phone and they can go straight to a CRM. CRMs are not that expensive. I think they can make sense at any size, but then you still do have to put a little work into building them. Maybe that time's not worth it at a really small size, like the real estate example. Just remember, this video isn't about pushing one specific process or system over another. It's about pushing the fact that you need to be conscious and aware of what process and system you have within your business at the current size and speed that you're at. So if you're interested in exploring Close.com like I did, there's a link below where you'll be able to sign up for a free trial on Close.com. If you do, shoot me a message after. I'll load your account with all the templates and workflows that I use and the custom Close accounts that I build. I'm also going to get you a link to schedule a free 30-minute implementation call with me or someone on my team. And what we're going to do on that call is we're literally just going to sit there on Zoom, share a screen, and we're going to help you build your account. So come to that call super prepared. Now, what also helps me if you sign up on that link is that I get to keep the title of Close.com's #1 partner. That's just me being completely honest with you. Of course, I'm an affiliate of theirs. I'm their #1 partner. But whether or not you sign up on that link or you sign up for Close, like I said, I don't care. What you won't be able to take away from me is the fact that I'm Close.com's #1 fan. And I love that platform, and you'll not be able to take that away from me. And hey, while you're here, please don't forget to subscribe for more sales systems and CRM insights. Definitely subscribe. Definitely like the video. Definitely drop a comment, because if you're still watching right now, you're at least somewhat interested in this topic. So let's confuse the YouTube algorithm a little bit. Throw it for a whirlwind. Why is this guy talking about boring CRMs getting at least a couple hundred views? Anyways, real talk. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me watching this. I hope you found this helpful. If you need anything, you need any help on CRM implementation, or what steps or what advice or what system is best suited for your business at your scale right now, always feel free to reach out to me. There's going to be a link below where you'll be able to contact me, or you can join our Facebook group as well. Smash the like button.